Hello Gates. Jack Elam, born William Scott Elam on November 13, 1920, in Miami, Arizona, grew up with a passion for storytelling that would later shape his career as one of Hollywood's most recognizable character actors. After serving in the U.S. Navy during World War II, where he developed discipline and grit, he studied acting at the University of Southern California and pursued a career in entertainment. His distinct appearance, particularly his misaligned eye, set him apart in Hollywood. Rather than treating it as a setback, he used it to his advantage, creating a unique presence that made him perfect for roles that were menacing, quirky, or both. Over 5 decades, Elam appeared in more than 200 film and television roles, often in westerns where his rugged look fit perfectly. He became famous for playing villains in movies like Once Upon a Time in the West and Support Your Local Sheriff, yet he also gave these characters a surprising depth that made audiences remember him. Elam was not limited to westerns. He took on roles in dramas, comedies, and family-friendly films, showing his range as an actor. His television credits included Gunsmoke, Bonanza, The Twilight Zone, and The Lone Ranger, leaving a lasting impact on pop culture. In the mid-1970s, he played Zach Wheeler in The Texas Wheelers, a short-lived but memorable ABC comedy about a father returning to raise his 4 children after their mother's death. Despite the show's quick cancellation, critics praised Elam for bringing both humor and heart to the role. Elam's willingness to try unusual roles was evident in his portrayal of Frankenstein's monster in the sitcom Struck by Lightning in 1979, a quirky show that lasted only 3 episodes in the US but aired fully in the UK. His ability to mix eccentricity with comedy made him a natural for such a part. Even in the 1990s, Elam continued appearing on television, including a guest role on Home Improvement where he reminded fans of his sharp comedic timing. On the big screen, he brought a hilarious energy to the Cannonball Run as Dr. Nicholas Van Helsing, a role so memorable that he reprised it for the sequel. In 1986, he starred in The Aurora Encounter, where he formed a close friendship with Mickey Hayes, a young boy with progeria, showing a softer, compassionate side off-screen. Later, Elam co-starred with Lonnie Anderson in Easy Street and joined Willie Nelson in the TV western Where the Hell's That Gold, combining humor and adventure. In 1994, Elam was honored with induction into the Hall of Great Western Performers, solidifying his legacy as a major figure in the genre. Though remembered for his signature lazy eye and his ability to steal scenes, Elam was outspoken and unfiltered about his views of other actors. He particularly disliked Gary Cooper, whom he considered overrated and lazy. Elam often complained that Cooper coasted on his looks, mumbled his lines, and was undeserving of the praise he received. For Elam, who worked tirelessly to perfect every role, Hollywood's glorification of leading men like Cooper over hard-working character actors was an injustice he could never forgive. Despite his criticisms, Elam acknowledged that audiences loved the image Cooper represented, even if he didn't respect it. Jack Elam was married twice, first to Jean Louise Hodgert until her death in 1961, and later to Margaret Jennison, with whom he stayed until his own passing on October 20, 2003, from congestive heart failure at his home in Oregon, leaving behind a legacy as one of Hollywood's most unforgettable character actors.